blame, you net it.
I've been getting on my BNB and stacking these. Pairing it with EMP and then I'm LP. How to get myself up back before the bull run. How to take some me should stick it in the bull. I've been getting on my BNB and stacking these. Pairing it with EMP and then I'm LP. How to get myself up back before the bull run. How to take some me should stick it in the bull. E-pop got me waiting 3 more hours. Sticking all these years higher than a tower. Having all these nodes feel like superpowers. Investing all this bread, never been a coward. Call me Mr. Bond, money in the vault. I stay in the front, feeling like the goal. Don't worry about the haters, got the detonator. I'll kill in every market, call me Terminator. I've been getting on my BNB and stacking these. Pairing it with EMP and then I'm LP. How to get myself up back before the bull run. Some me should stick it in the bull. I've been getting on my BNB and stacking these. Pairing it with EMP and then I'm LP. How to get myself up back before the bull run. How to take some me should stick it in the bull.
Alright, welcome everybody to EMP.Money. My name is AJ, I am the team lead here, and we're happy to have all of you. I think I might be getting some technical difficulties on YouTube. If one of you can just confirm that all is coming through good on YouTube, then we will get started. Yeah, never a dull moment, always something. But alright, it seems like we are good on YouTube, so alright, awesome. Well, hello everybody. Again, my name is AJ. I'm the team lead here at EMP.Money. This is our daily live AMA and rollover events. We are going to switch up our format a little bit more, so we may not be getting to the detonator and reactor rollover every day. So again, we only have about 4 minutes left until the reactor rollover. So if you are in reactor, please make sure you compound. And you should be able to see your NFT rewards available as well. For those of you in the Sentinel Squadron NFT that we just released, rewards are available about 5 minutes prior to the rollover, which again is in about 3 minutes from now. So hopefully you all see the rewards. Again, we pay out every 24 hours, and there should be between 0.4 and 0.6% daily. So we'll go over that a little bit more towards the end of the AMA. But anyway, I'm also joined by my co-host with the most, Bull Gates. Bull, how are you, brother? Are you there?
Yep, I'm here. I'm like everybody else, anxiously waiting the next bit of alpha. So
I love it.
Drop it on.
Yeah, brother, no doubt. Well, you know, man, we're always busy working behind the scenes. Bull has been instrumental in that, as well as my other team member, LA, and everybody else from the big brains and the whole community trying to help us make EMP the best it can be. So, LA, are you there as well?
Hey, hey.
All right, awesome. So the whole gang is here. Everybody, again, thank you for showing up to these AMAs every single day. And this is a great way for us to keep in touch with all of you as we continue to build and move towards, the greater good here at EMP. So, all right, let me pull up my notes. Give me 1 minute. Again, please make sure to compound in Reactor. We will not be doing that, but we will probably have time to go over Detonator. So that'll be at the end of this live stream, and we're bringing back our giveaway. So make sure you stay till the very end and learn how you can win some precious LP from a very generous community member. So more info on that at the end of the show. So all right, let me pull up my notes. Give me 1 moment here. Alright, so we have seen a lot of new volume in EMP. Again, PEG has been absolutely booming. We went from about 0.4 to about 0.8 PEG in a matter of 4 or 5 days, which is just absolutely incredible. And with that, EMP has a ton of liquidity, and a lot of projects look for deep liquidity because that allows a lot of investors to get in without hurting the price. And so, really, that is a great measure of the health of an ecosystem is how much liquidity it has. And EMP especially has had some of the largest liquidity out of any tomb fork or any DeFi model in existence, with over 3 million bucks of liquidity, if not more, on EMP itself. And so by getting back to peg, it takes a lot more effort to move that peg. And again, even a little bit below peg right now, we're in an amazing position because in our ecosystem, you're able to earn without having to really rely solely on peg appreciation or the peg price itself. So with that, we do see the ecosystem function at its best when we are at peg, though, and that's why we are doing some things over the next few days and weeks to really push peg, so that we do get back to that magic 1.01 number, and where we actually start printing again. So, Bull, I know you do an amazing analogy on the weather. So, do you want to just talk about that real fast? We haven't talked about it in a while. Where again,
Yeah.
it's good for us to be below and above peg,
Yeah.
just like the weather. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, I think I might have a better one though too, but I'll be quick and I'll be brief because I talk too much. Truly,
No way, man.
my wife tells me. Yeah, true. My wife tells me all the time.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to point out that I think EMP is the most successful tomb fork ever, and truth be told, I think like they're going to copy our stuff in the future. And I was having a discussion with AJ about this, about the absolutely insane amount of things around the like DeFi that actually copy us, from news articles like to project names, etc. Like it's crazy, and
Totally.
and so like to just point out all the value that's here, so everybody knows that they're part of that. And we should do a better job of highlighting that, because this peg recovery, this ecosystem was built without a billionaire backing it. It's all of us want to be little millionaires, or all of us want to be millionaires, right? There's no billionaires here, not that I know of, but we're all want to be millionaires, I'm sure. And so everything that's been done here has been without the help of those as I say in Silicon Valley, the three commas, the billionaires club. And so it's really important to highlight that it's everybody here that makes this project. It's not one single person bankrolling it and making it work. It's actual like economics and belief and action by everybody here. So hats off to everybody, because everybody's playing a part in that. And please, read the comment or the post that I wrote about, being a fanboy or a fudder, and finding the balance in between. But, that being said, the weather, right? Like, so we need up and down action in our life to determine, where that sweet spot is. And the problem with like living in paradise, and I was always, I think I got that label crypto dad because I was always the person saying, enjoy your party, but make sure to clean up afterwards. Right. And that was when we were on the peg run, like, make sure you're taking your profit, putting some aside, make sure you're putting your profit, into some stables, do some of that, make sure to build your EMP ETH with your eShare when it's pumping. And so I think I kind of got that rap of crypto dad. Sure, I like that, to be honest, because like I want everybody to succeed here. Like I don't do the best job of articulating that as often as I should, but I do want everybody to succeed here and everybody to contribute in their way. But to understand though too that we can't be on like a peg ride or a peg wave forever, because you're just going to get exhausted from a perpetual 60-day party. Like that's insane. But we also don't want to be in, trapped in the basement for 60 days either, because then people get scared and freak out, just like on Barbarian, the movie. I don't know if anybody watched it yet, but anyway, like just talking about that, we need to find that sweet spot in the middle, because we all know, like IRL, that it's the extremes on both end of the spectrum that drive people bananas, right? Because life isn't lived on the the absolute black and white. It's lived somewhere in the middle. And the weather analogy that AJ wanted me to say, I will get to that right now. If you lived in that place where the weather was perfect every day, you wouldn't know that it was perfect. That would be normal, and you wouldn't appreciate it. And so you need to have up and down in your life to experience, different things. And, in experiencing those different things, you're able to kind of manage your expectations when you know what to expect. If your life was just that perpetual party ride forever, it'd be really tough when you came crashing down if that was your entire life lived like that. And the same on the bottom, you would be super euphoric on the way up. But for all of us, I think, that aren't, these billionaires or millionaires, we have to be able to, manage our emotions. And the best way to do that is to look at it like weather, because it's so hard to visualize our emotions, because, obviously we can't see ourselves, and, you have to internalize all that, or have somebody tell you. So the best thing you can look at is weather, right? And so, when you know the weather, you know how to dress for it. If it's going to be a hot day, you can wear shorts. If it's going to rain, you're going to wear, a raincoat. If it's really cold, you're going to bundle up. And the best thing about that is that when you know what to expect, you can change your, clothes with the weather, and then ride out that storm, or enjoy the good time, when it's sunny and nice at the beach. But being able to manage your expectations is really, I think it's sort of a key in life to be able to be balanced and make sure that, you're appreciating yourself, you're appreciating the people around you. And it's hard to do that when you're really high or really low. So, truly, like, at times I can be like that. And so if I'm ever like that to anybody, I'm going to apologize, like, in advance, because I always want to, fess up to anything that I do wrong. And any poor observations that I make, because ultimately, at the end of the day, I think everybody here wants to do better. We want to be better people, in all regards. And so, but without, like, that constructive criticism from people, without, having that experience, that up, that down, you don't know, really how to plan for the future, because you've never seen anything other than that, like, in the past, that perpetual peg ride, and you don't know how to plan for when it ends, both financially and emotionally. And really, that shit can wreck your day. And it's a real bummer too, because when things are going great, when the kind of that rug gets pulled out from underneath you, you get so bummed out, and so dejected, and it's real easy to come crashing down, and then just kind of spin out of control. And so when like, when I say, like, manage, learning to manage your expectations, it isn't a judgment about anybody. Truly, it's just about, like, saying, hey, look, the best thing we can do is strive for balance, like, in all regards of our life, both in, like, in crypto here and outside, because those things are attached. And if you're living on the edge, and, like, you're up, you're down, like, personally, like, I like, it's not a great feeling to have to live like that. And so, doing your best to find that balance in between, is really going to help you. And one of the really those ways to look at it is looking at the weather and saying, hey, look, I know what to expect. I can plan for that. And then I'm not going to have to get freaked out and make a stupid decision, like, going outside when it's, 10 below, and you only have shorts, and, getting frostbite, and, like, so just learning to planning for the future by knowing what to expect. And that's part of the education and the tools that are here to help you, achieve that balance, here we can't we can't help you in your real life, but the tools to help you find that balance are here, like all the tools from the amazing people that are here to the actual tools, to the actual protocol, and the team. All the things are here to help you find that balance. You just have to go around and find it yourself and find out exactly where your balance is.
Yeah, absolutely, Bull. And again, we talk about all this to set an expectation. And again, I mean, we've seen a lot of newcomers into EMP, and today we're really going to go over, what it means to be in our ecosystem, how you can plan. And again, that analogy is perfect, like Bull said. You plan for the weather. So whether we're above peg or below peg or getting ready for peg, either of that, or any wherever we are, you're prepared. And really, it boils down to having a game plan. I think so many people in crypto, fly by the seat of their pants. They want to be involved in the next 100x. And in the meantime, they end up losing all their money because they treat this as a casino. DeFi as a casino. Well, really, if you have a game plan, you kind of learn the rules of the game, so to speak, ahead of time, then now you have an advantage over everybody else. And, everybody at EMP, we feel like we have an advantage over, the rest of the DeFi landscape because we do focus on education and giving everybody, the playbook, so to speak. So, all that being said, again, thanks, Bill, for all the groundwork that you laid in that. And really, I wanted to go over what all this means. So, the crux of our ecosystem is what we call the infinite money loop. And I know that sounds a little flashy and crazy, infinite money loop, like that's too good to be true. But really, when you break it down, it makes sense. And so, actually, I saw him in the comments. I don't know if he's still here, but Chris Farrell. So, I have a video tomorrow with one of our longtime supporters, Chris Farrell, where we will be doing a little 10-minute or 20-minute breakdown on what the infinite money loop is. And again, this is something we talk about a lot in our academy. Bull talks about it all the time. Joe PV Trader also does a great breakdown of it. But the infinite money loop is a way to use your EMP to actually make more money than selling your EMP. So again, not like unlike any other protocols, your reward token is e-share, and that is what you really want to be taking profit in. And if you're selling EMP directly, you're really doing yourself a disservice. Not only yourself as an investor, you make less money, but you also end up hurting the protocol in the long run. So again, it's called the Infinite Money Loop. We'll be going over it tomorrow, and then that video will be uploaded to our YouTube page, and it'll most likely as well be on the website, on the homepage, to give all the newcomers the game plan on how we all profit the most in EMP. So, and then with that, again, a lot of people have gone to our ecosystem and looked at nodes. Nodes are very powerful, and again, it's a double-edged sword because, nodes pay out every day regardless if we're above or below peg. And really, nodes were a major reason why we were able to maintain peg for so long before the bear market kicked in. But we do want people to be getting into nodes responsibly, and we have incentive for nodes that we are hopefully going to release later tonight or tomorrow, at the very latest by the end of the week. Again, it's going to be Friday before you know it, but we have another incentive in regards to nodes that I think a lot of you are going to be excited about, especially if you're bullish on our NFTs. So I'll be giving the full breakdown on that again, hopefully the next day or two. But that will be, again, not only to help bolster the ecosystem, but hopefully help with PEG as well. And again, if you're getting into nodes, you don't necessarily want to sell that EMP that you get from nodes. You want to use that EMP to build your positions in the farms and in Detonator to earn more LP and really earn more Ethereum. And that's why, again, we're pegged to Ethereum at EMP is because we're all super bullish on that, and it's better than just holding ETH in your wallet. Yeah, there's a little more risk, for sure, but the reward mechanisms will hopefully outweigh all the risk over the long run. So keep an eye out for that video tomorrow. Again, much more info as well with Chris Farrell and our infinite money loop, as well as how to utilize nodes more effectively as well, and an additional incentive to go into nodes. So if you do have some dry powder on the side, and maybe you weren't able to grab one of our NFTs, this promo will be right up your alley. So stay tuned for that for sure. So, all right, the next bit of alpha is our Splinterlands training. So I know that we have always said that we are really encouraging everybody to get involved in Splinterlands. For those of you that don't know, Splinterlands is one of the largest play to earn games in DeFi, and we have a specific partnership with them where you can use your EMP to actually buy assets in the game. And so this is an amazing built-in use case for EMP, allowing you to earn even more in another ecosystem without ever having to actually sell your EMP on the market. So we're really excited about that. Steve Raider 82, I don't know if he's in here, but he has been working with Kirk on doing some videos for the Academy, and I know a lot of you want to get involved in Splinterlands, you just really don't know how. All those videos will help you, get to that point. So, and Joe PD Trader, I don't know, is Joe here today? I don't know if I see him.
He's here. Yeah, I'm right here.
Hey Joe, how are you, brother?
Good, I'm good. Another beautiful day.
I know, another beautiful day at EMP, right, brother? So, hey, I don't want to make you, I didn't mean to put you on the spot, but you just want to go over how you have been able to utilize EMP in Splinterlands really fast, and then again, we're going to roll out our training in the Academy later this week. So, for sure, go ahead. Yeah.
Absolutely. I won't be long-winded because I know I've covered it a couple times, and but I know there's a lot of new people on here. But yeah, this is an amazing partnership because to start with, even before you get involved with Splinterlands and any kind of renting and playing, because there's a couple different aspects to it. If you think EMP was a little overwhelming when you first came in, Splinterlands definitely very overwhelming, but usually when you have a lot of moving parts, that's usually a good sign that there's a lot going on. If there was only one simple thing in the protocol, that's usually not a good sign. It means the whole ecosystem's expanding and building on top of what they started with, a good foundation. And Splinterland definitely has a lot of moving parts. But back to the partnership, if you got involved with the generator, I originally was thinking, hey, I'm going to sidestep generator because I'm already in Reactor and Detonator, and now I have another alarm clock. And then, of course, AJ spoke and got me all worked up, and I had to do it. I'm glad I did. I hit the lottery within 2 days, which was amazing. And so that really bolstered my LP position. But when you claim from the generator, those LP tokens can be utilized in the Splinterland system. And really, it's pretty amazing. It's like a rebase token. You don't have to stake it. You keep those LP tokens in your wallet, and you just connect it to your Splinterland account, and you start earning about 60% APY just for holding those LP tokens. So talk about an infinite money loop. You're compounding either 6152 in generator, and now you're earning 60% on your rewards, and those rewards help you earn more in Splinterland. And then what AJ was able to do is set up a currency for EMP. So we always talk about selling EMP is the worst thing you can do. And it is, because it drops the peg and lowers everything else. It really is like pulling the power plug on a concert, and the fun ends pretty quickly. So this is a way where we can take EMP, and if you have a good node position, this is finally a way where I went heavy into nodes in the beginning because I believed long-term in EMP and there would be use cases, and this is it. So my node emissions have allowed me to take that, transfer it over to Splinterlands, and you get credits. And credits is what you use to buy cards. And I was able to amass a really good sized card position. I know only 2 weeks ago, I think I said I was about 39,000. Right now, I'm at 55,000 for a card deck. And with that card deck, I have it split up in two ways. One is for rentals, and one is for battling. And I don't know, I can't battle for crap. I still can't, but that's okay because I was in it for the residual income. So I use a service that AJ introduced called Splex, and by holding their token, which you purchase, they have an algorithm that analyzes all the cards and does the battling for you. And then they also have a rental account, and that one generates income automatically, and it optimizes the rental rates. So between EMP, using that to buy credits, I've been able to move up pretty quickly in the ranks. And now I have, a recurring income stream from EMP between 3 ROI contracts, the farm position, nodes, now expanded into Splinterlands through the staking and through the rentals, and now through the bot. So talk about multiple streams of income. And this was all started from planting that seed in EMP and believing in what this team is doing. So yeah, I firsthand can say it's really, really amazing. The other day, I think I won like $80 worth of cards and crypto in just one day over there in Splinterland because of, the position that I landed in one of the competitions. And this is every day that it's constantly paying out rewards. And it's like I just run around collecting rewards and deciding where to put them. It's an amazing position to be in, and I can't wait for what AJ has in store for us next.
Awesome, Joe. Well, thanks, brother. I appreciate you doing a deep dive on that. Again, I know, it can be a little overwhelming. There's a lot of info on these AMAs, but the more you hear, the more you get involved, the more you realize how to utilize all your assets. And what we've said all along is EMP will be the premier passive income generating platform in all of DeFi. And by having partnerships with Splinterlands and other partnerships that we are putting together in the future to then utilize your assets to then create other income producing assets. MDB is another great example. Again, through the NFTs, you're earning eShare and MDB. You can then stake your MDB to earn even more MDP. So, everything we do is for the end goal of having those multiple revenue streams through other protocols that allows you to diversify, which is also very healthy, but still, have the main income stream from EMP, and in turn helping EMP, because you're not actually selling EMP, you're using it to build your positions elsewhere. So again, like I said at the beginning, the playbook is here. We've given you all the rules, we've given you all the best advice, again, not financial advice, but the best advice on how to play the game, and now it's up to all of you to implement everything that we've given you to truly maximize your earnings and allow EMP as an ecosystem to thrive as well. So, and I think Steve is here. Steve Orator, are you there? Steve 82?
Yeah.
There he is. Hey, brother. How are you, man?
You said my name. I'm doing pretty good.
I always mess up the name, bro. Yeah. Sorry about that. But yeah. No, man. I'm excited. We're getting ready to release the videos that you put together. Do you want to just give a really fast breakdown of what you put together for us in the Academy and what people can look forward to?
Yeah, we're working with the team. I really tried to put together a series that is more dedicated to the EMP holders, because I want to let you know that if you want to join Splinterlands, there's a lot of different ways that you can make money. The infinite loop is between the two games is really good. So I talk about that in the partnership and how you can buy credits that then allow you to buy packs, cards within the Splinterland system. You can choose to play with those cards. You can choose to rent them out. You can use botting services to make all of this passive. And I go over all of those. For those that want to get further into actually playing the game, the series is going to go over like the rule sets and the different things within the game. And then I'm going to have another video that kind of breaks down the better cards on each one of the teams that I'm working on this week to add to the series. So it's really just, how to get into the ecosystem, how to start owning those assets within the Splinterlands ecosystem, and then choosing what you want to do with it, whether you want to be somebody that rents the cards out, gets a passive income, or you want to become a competitive player within the ecosystem because you end up enjoying the game.
Amazing, brother. Yeah, and again, that is exactly what we're hoping to accomplish for all of you. And again, Steve and I are both very what they call monster mavericks, or we've been in the Splinterlands ecosystem for a long time now. And I don't want to speak for Steve, but outside of EMP, it has been my largest income producing platform, and we just want to spread the word on other amazing projects. So awesome, Steve. Well, I look forward to all that coverage. And real fast, man, while I have you, can you plug your YouTube channel as well? Because you have even more coverage on Splinterlands and DeFi. So go ahead, bro. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm Stever82 on YouTube. I usually cover all the new updates that is happening to Splinterlands. They do have a new DAO system that does lead to a lot of votes that are changing the system. So as you get over there, if you decide to use their SPS staking and take part in the DAO, but you don't want to have to follow it up, you can always turn to my channel, and I cover that and a lot of different things that they're doing.
Awesome, man. Yep. Again, one of the premier Splinterlands YouTube people that cover it, and again, even on Twitch. I think you're part of the Splinterlands TV over there as well, right, Steve? Yeah.
Yeah, I am part of their stream team. I stream on Wednesday nights and I stream on Sunday mornings. And I'm going to be doing a big giveaway over there of one of the new Splinterlands Roonies in a couple weeks. So that's their NFT for their PFP for their project. So if anybody wanted to check that out, I'll probably be, covering that on my YouTube and on Splinterlands TV pretty soon.
Amazing, brother. Yeah, no doubt. I know we have a bunch of NFT heads with the large success of the Sentinels. And yeah, the Roonies are the next project or one of the NFTs that Splinterlands is offering. So yeah, man, again, shout out to you. Thanks for all the help and support launching everything. And Steve is also always in our Discord, as well as some professional players. We've hired a guy by the name of Blarge. He is a professional Splinterlands player that also is on our Discord, and we, again, completely free of charge, we give a bunch of insights, and he helps coach everybody that may have questions about what decks do best or what cards are better than others, and again, how to get involved. So, all right, awesome. Thank you, Steve. Appreciate it, bro.
No problem. Thanks.
All right, you got it. So there you go, everybody. Again, today is just an overview of how to use EMP effectively, and that plays in perfectly to Splinterland. So, all right, before I move on, too, we have a lot of people on the AMA, both on Telegram and Discord. So shout out to all of you. If you could do me a favor, please like, comment, and subscribe to our YouTube. Again, we're over 2,000 subs now, and it's also a revenue stream for EMP. So again, we are monetized, and the more coverage on YouTube, the more it goes back into our treasury as well. Over the last few months, we've been able to make over almost $300 now, which doesn't sound like a lot, but over time we can scale and make the YouTube page a revenue stream as well. So again, shout out to all of you for being here. So all right, on that note, one last thing too. LA, are you there? I have a really good superpower.
I'm here, yeah.
All right, I put everybody on the spot, but you want to go over Digicon real fast. Again, that plays into Splinterlands, but just real fast an overview. And I think the alpha today is that we have secured a spot for the next one, right?
Yeah.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Yes. So as of today, we just signed up and secured our EMP Hall for the next Digicon. So that is happening from the 18th to 20th of November. It's coming up really soon. And AJ will be doing his talk on the Saturday, which is the 19th at 3 p.m. And just like last time, we're going to have an entire EMP hall. We're going to have a platinum booth. So we're going to be able to live stream to the whole hall, just like last time. And we're even going to have an opportunity to make a banner that we're going to use to advertise, that's going to be on the walls of our halls. So we're going to start talking about what we want to put on that. So it's going to be a great opportunity to talk about our NFTs, talk about how great we're doing in spite of this bear market, and you know, EMP's awesome comeback, and just all the great things going on right now in our ecosystem.
I love it. Absolutely, LA. And again, I mean, not only do we have an amazing relationship with Splinterlands, but DigiCon is their virtual crypto conference that they do every few months. And or we not only again have that relationship, but other crypto projects are there and a lot of crypto users. So the long story short is it gets us in front of even more new eyeballs. And with the launch of our NFT, I think that will also help because, you know, and this is not to talk bad about anybody at DigiCon, but a lot of them aren't DeFi veterans or DeFi users, to say the least. And so I think by having an option for people to get involved in EMP that is a little less, you know, overwhelming, where they can just buy an NFT and earn, I think we're going to have a lot of traction in front of their audience with that. So we're super excited, and again, we're always marketing both traditionally and outside of the box with these virtual conferences as well. And so, all right, I did want to go back and take a step back one more time about the infinite money loop. While I have this many people on the AMA, I'm just going to go through it real fast. So, again, we'll have a video breakdown of this tomorrow. But for those of you that are on here now, when the boardroom starts printing again, which could be another day, it could be another week, who knows? But once we're above that 1.01 peg, the boardroom will start printing. And so what that means is that anybody that has eShare staked in the boardroom will be able to earn more EMP by, you know, controlled inflation of our EMP token. And so when that happens, the initial, you know, impulse is to sell that EMP. And again, that's what we've been saying all along, is that really that is the worst thing you can do, not only for the protocol, but for you as the investor. So the infinite money loop is utilizing the new EMP that you earn either through the boardroom or through nodes, pairing it up with the eShare profit that you would make through eShare, and then putting that back into EMP ETH LP. So I'll go over it one more time. The theoretical process would be if you're in nodes, you accumulate the EMP that you get from nodes. You have to build your position in the farms or in Reactor or with the NFT. So for simplicity's sake, let's say that you own an NFT that produces eShare. Well, you would collect your EMP from nodes or from the boardroom. You would sell your eShare from your NFT or the eShare you accumulate through Reactor for actual Ethereum. So now you're accumulating Ethereum, and then you pair that Ethereum with EMP to create EMP ETH LP, and then put that on the farm or deposit it into Detonator, where again, you're not selling your EMP, but now you're using it to earn even more eShare or even more EMP LP. So again, I know it's a little difficult to follow verbally. We'll have a video on that. But that is really what the infinite money loop is, and how at the end of the day, you want to be using EMP to build your positions and earn more eShare, because eShare really is your profit generating vehicle. So I hope that helps. Again, that was a fast breakdown. That video is covered in depth in our academy, and we will be releasing it tomorrow with my good friend Chris Farrell. and again, there's also videos in our YouTube page that go over this as well. But that is the breakdown of the infinite money loop. So, all right, we have a few more announcements, and then we will get to questions. We are excited to announce a new it's not a new partnership because they've been a partner all along, but a new avenue of earning with one of our partners, the XRO single staking pool on XRO or to earn X perps. So LA, you want to read that real fast? Just what we're doing, and then I can fill in the gaps of the announcement of the XGrow single staking. Go ahead.
Yes. So, yet another way to utilize your EMP. The XGrow team has created a single staking EMP vault. And so you deposit your EMP and you're going to earn X perps. So I'm just going to read off some of the important details. There's a couple really key things to pay attention to. We will definitely do a written post after this as well, just to reiterate those details. But you stake EMP and you earn X perps. Sorry, that's a hard word to say. There's no deposit fee, but there's a 2.5% withdrawal fee. And here's a big one to pay attention to, sort of like Detonator or Reactor. You must claim daily before 1 UTC or your earned rewards will expire. So they do have a countdown clock on the page. So you'll have to pay attention to that and make sure to set an alarm. If you choose to compound your XPerps into the XPerps vault, there's a 20% bonus. And if you choose to sell your XPerps, it can be claimed and then sold on PancakeSwap.
Amazing. Thank you, LA. Yeah, sorry, I had to grab a drink real fast. So, yeah, again, this was just announced over the last 48 hours, so this is just simply an introduction on what they're doing. Again, because we got rid of the eShare BNB farm emissions, they wanted to add another way to earn in their ecosystem while also helping support the price of EMP. Again, going into this vault allows us to lock up more EMP and allows you to earn without selling your EMP. So again, definitely do your own research. Like LA said, there are some things you need to be aware of: the daily claiming, the taxes, and then again any other variables that you have to prepare for. However, it can be very lucrative if you put your EMP in one of these vaults and you do all these interactions over the next few months and just continually earn the XPerps token as well. And again, that XPerps token can either be sold or used to earn even more income. So again, XGrow Growth DeFi, they are a trusted protocol. We've worked with them from pretty much the beginning. We have the cultivator, which is again the same people, the partnership with our Detonator as a service. So we probably will, like Ellis said, we'll be doing a full write-up on this, and I probably will have part of their team come on one of our AMAs as well. This is just a quick introduction for those of you that may be seeing it talked about and go, what is that about? It is an official, pool. We do have a partnership with them, and all the info will be released over the next few days. And again, please feel free to join their Telegram and their socials for more information on how you can earn and lock up even more EMP over the long run. So, all right, awesome. So really, those are all the major announcements. Again, I had spoken last week about an auditing partnership. We are under audit right now through Paladin, through our Detonator as a service. We have so much development going on behind the scenes with our NFT and some other things we're going to roll out later this week that we are having to push back the next Detonator as a service partner another week or so. But hopefully by the end of November, we'll have at least one or two more Detonator as a service partners. They're in the queue, ready to go. We just have to be able to roll it out, and those partners are on Avalanche, so we will be cross-chain as well. That was more alpha we released last week. The next two Detonator as a service partners are on Avalanche. So again, it takes a little bit more time to set that up because even though Detonator is an EVM compatible code, you have to set up the different routing. We have to run everything through Trader Joe, which is their version of PancakeSwap. So yeah, there's a lot more to it than just copy and paste. But we're really excited for what the future holds. And again, if you have a DeFi project, both on BSC, ETH, any EVM compatible chain, Avalanche or Phantom, we'd love to hear from you. Or even Matic, Polygon. So yeah, we'd love to hear from you. We'll be able to put together a Detonator as a service for your project. So, and again, that's an amazing way to gain a ton of locked liquidity in your protocol without having to dilute your token and value. So, all right. LA, I think that was it. Am I missing any other news, or can we go into some questions?
Yeah, I just wanted to kind of reiterate
Yes, please.
what you went over in this AMA and just exemplify the fact that there's no reason to sell EMP because, as you saw tonight, there's so many ways to utilize your EMP now, whether you're implementing the infinite money loop, which now there's more than one way to do it. You don't only have to use the eShare produced from your farm, but you can now also use the eShare and MDB produced from your NFTs to help swap for ETH to pair with your node and boardroom emissions. Whether you're getting involved in Splinterlands, which now Stever82 is recording all these fabulous videos to put into the academy, and we have this awesome professional player and a lot of our community members who are getting really good who help. I actually went today into our Splinterlands Discord group and wrote in for help today, and I have some of our community members replying, shout out to Joe, thanks. But I mean, there's lots of options there. Now we have a single staking farm available thanks to Xgrow. I mean, there's many options available, and I think tonight everything that AJ went through really exemplifies that. And a lot of you listening here who are brand new to our community and welcome to our community may have never been here for a boardroom print. So I just wanted to kind of explain it this way. I don't know if any of you have ever seen those funny videos on TikTok or Instagram where a parent films their kid and they have a camera running and they say, here's a piece of candy, but you can't eat it yet. I have to go out of the room for a minute. I'll be right back. But if you can wait and not eat it, when I come back, you can have a bunch of candy. And they leave, and sometimes the kid eats it and they just eat the one piece of candy and then that's it. Sometimes they don't, and the parent comes back and gives them a whole handful of candy. Well, it's kind of the same thing with the boardroom. If the boardroom prints and you sell all your EMP and everybody does that, then we go below peg and the boardroom stops printing and everybody's ability to earn EMP through the boardroom stops. And so you just get that one piece of candy, that's it, it's done. And we may or may not go back above peg. It could take a day, it could take a week, it could take months. If we all work together and follow these systems that we have in place for a reason, then we all get to win. And you can get a whole hell of a handful of candy because the boardroom has an ability to print and print and print and print and print if we all follow the systems, because this ecosystem was designed in a way where we all can win. and there's no reason to sell your EMP because there's many ways to earn here where you don't need to, and you can earn great yields without selling your EMP. And so I think tonight's AMA really exemplified that. So I just wanted to really nail that in. And I think we're going to talk about that more and more as we get closer to PEG because it's really important.
Yeah, absolutely, LA. Again, amazing recap. I couldn't have said it better myself. Again, sometimes I get so involved in the minutia that I'm not a good communicator. I take a lot of my knowledge for, our ecosystem for granted, and, it's all part of our effort to help all of you that may be new, and even those that aren't new, that have been here for a while and just have never experienced the boardroom actually printing. Once it finally does happen, and everybody is educated in the fact of, how to best utilize our ecosystem, that is when the true power of what we have built is really shown. And sometimes, we just have to experience it firsthand to really have it drive home. But we're going to do everything we can to explain what will happen so that when it does happen, everybody's prepared. And like LA said, those people that have had patience, and only take a little bit of the candy, for now, to be able to get a huge reward once the boardroom actually prints. I mean, that is really what matters. And again, I mean, even if you are selfish, which is fine, the way to make the most money, we're not asking anybody to sacrifice anything, by not selling EMP. Even if you were greedy and selfish, the number one thing for you to earn the most amount of money is to utilize everything that we just said to build new positions and then earn E-share all along to then reaccumulate your ETH positions through EMP ETH LP. So really, again, it's a win-win for everybody. And even what's best for you as the investor is also best for the protocol, and that's what makes EMP so unique and different. So, all right, Bull, anything you want to add, brother, before we move on to some questions?
Nope, can't top that. Like that's fresh. It's great to hear like TikTok get thrown in there because maybe in crypto that's something that we forget about. But yeah, it was spot on, like perfect.
Amazing. All right, killer. So I see a few questions. Bull and LA, if you guys can go through. I see one right now that says, why does the pool balance in Reactor not reflect the 3,200 LP deposit? It should be well over 6,000 LPs. So I'm not sure how you're doing the math. I know that we were able to raise $1.5 million from our NFT, but remember, 10% of that was used to help support the price of EMP, and there also were, some miscellaneous expenses. But even that, I mean, we deposited well over like the total number was like 2.4 million once we utilized the win it now. And the reason that again it's not 2.4 million in actual LPs is because the money has to come from somewhere. And so again, even though we deposited, again, you can see the largest wallet of what was deposited. I'm not looking at it at the very moment, but I think it was like 1,250 LP, something like that. That is when the price of eShare was also about $500. So again, when we paired up that LP, the price of eShare was much higher. We've seen again a correction in the price of eShare, which is understandable. I mean, the chart cannot go up and to the right forever. There has to be, a pullback for us to go to the next leg, and that's what we're seeing now. But all the money is accounted for. It was all paired up and deposited, and literally everybody in Reactor already has seen about a 10 to 15% increase in their daily burst, and all the NFT holders are getting at least 0.1% more than what we were advertising. So, everything that is in Reactor is it's a win-win for everybody. So yeah, all the money is accounted for. But go ahead, Bull. Did you want to add something?
Oh yeah, I was gonna say yeah, it's all right in Reactor, man. Like you got all the rewards are right in Reactor, the 3 R's, right? So like just perfect. Everybody's daily burst went up, the pool balance went up. The NFT holders are getting more than what was anticipated, and so yeah, like it. I mean, like like we've seen here, are you entertained yet, right? Like it's what could be better about the scenario? Like I really don't know. Like I think it's maybe lost on people that we're in the depths of like a really bad bear market and a really bullish or a bearish sentiment in the world, and we're over here killing it in this ecosystem. We don't have, like you said, the flashiest APRs, but it is the most sustainable, and people are earning, and there's a lot of hype around the NFTs. The floor prices are, I was going to say through the roof, but like it's crazy that the floor price is through the roof. Like that's a tiny little house, to be in. Like, but it's crazy, like just how insane, the NFTs have been, how successful, and just go to like any of the DeFi channels, and like people are talking about it like crazy, like what it's done, and I'll bet you, like I'll bet you $1 that every team in DeFi is talking about launching an NFT project right now. I promise you,
Yeah.
because they're thinking like, okay, shit, look at these guys. They've got 5,000 people in their Telegram, and 2,000 people, 2,000 wallet holders, whatever. We can do that, no problem. But the smart teams, what they're doing, they're attaching themselves to this ecosystem like Grow did. And like, look at these guys. These guys are all over this channel, promoting the hell out of their ecosystem because it promotes our ecosystem as well. And they're not copying what we're doing. They're amplifying what they're doing well. And that's what, I'd encourage other people to do that too, because just because this ecosystem launched a good, actually the most insane ever NFT launch on BNB Chain, doesn't mean that everybody else is going to be able to pull that off. And so it really couldn't be any better.
No doubt, Bull. Again, another mic drop moment. And you're right, brother. We've seen an X-Row, Grow DeFi, Hypermind, those guys are the prime example of other protocols utilizing EMP as a income stream for their protocols. Again, MDB has a treasury-to-treasury investment, Hydro Whales, Taco Finance. Again, there's 4 or 5 different protocols that have invested into EMP to yield for their ecosystems. And again, what other DeFi protocol, other than like PancakeSwap or one of the mega projects, has other DeFi projects using them as a income producing avenue for their own projects? I mean,
None, bro.
Exactly,
Like
Bull.
all you have to do is look at like DeFi Llama and look at like where the money is sitting, outside of Binance hot wallets, BuySwap, PancakeSwap. I mean, look at where the ETH is sitting, and like if ETH staking got fired back up here, I don't want to say like how crazy like those numbers would look, but come on, man, like
Totally.
That DeFi, like those people at DeFi Llama have to be like, who the hell is this? EMP.Money, what is this? This has to be a glitch. Like they're calling, Chris, the database manager, like, what the hell? We got an error here. Like these guys are showing up 20th on ETH, and right behind BuySwap for ETH holdings. Like, Chris, what is this? Like, bro, your job is on the line.
Yeah.
Like,
but it's legit.
And he's
it's
like,
not an
it's
error,
legit.
right? Yeah, exactly.
It is not an error. It is not an error, man. And that's the thing. Like that everybody here, like, it sounds like corny or something, but in 5 minutes, everybody to compound to say, like, all of the amazing things that are actually here. I mean, there's so much, like, you don't have time to talk about it. And it's not BS, right? Like there's so much good, that's happening here. Like, yeah, are we at 101 yet? No. But just think if we would have rocketed ship up to 101 like in 2 days, I imagine that would be some like one of those big water slides you go up. It takes forever to, climb the stairs to get up to the top, and then you're down in 2 seconds. And shit, like I wouldn't want it to be like that. Like the way up, go up, people can take a little profit. It comes back down, and then it goes back up. It's healthy. You're always going to have a pullback or a retracement, and that's what you need. But look at how excited all the other protocols that are here are happy to be here. Look at the people that like that article I sent you where one of the big dogs copied something almost verbatim. Actually, they did verbatim from something that came out of this ecosystem.
Yeah.
Total plagiarism, by the way. So, but the point is like, there's so much good stuff here. Like, and nobody would listen to it, but these AMAs could be 3 hours long every day. If all the people that got, that were pumped about things that were happening here and they weren't too microphone shy would get on here, like people, this would be like an AA meeting for DeFi users. Like, yeah, I didn't believe it was real at first. And, I was hoping it would, like be 1% a day. And you can't, you don't know how many times I've been burned by, 1% a day. Like, but yeah, like I'm a recovering 1% a day, or, and the reality is like, there's so many people like that in DeFi that have been burned. So many people in here that are brand new, that this is their first rodeo. Like it's really amazing. And like, I'm, this is the most excited actually I've ever been for the ecosystem, is to see the pieces that are being added, the people that are being added, because this is what's going to take this to the next leg up. And we're going to do it, in a bear market. This launched in a bear market, got up to 50 million TVL. We are in the one, probably the worst of the bear markets, considering the world conditions as well. But if we look at that and see like how amazing we're doing, like I just think the next leg up is going to be extremely explosive for us here. So
totally
enjoy that.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more, brother. So, all right, and as you said, we're almost ready for the compound on Detonator. I think I have time to get the video in, so without further ado, let's watch a video that explains what Detonator is again, and we may cut it a little bit short in time for the rollover, but here it is, the Detonator.
Welcome to the Detonator. The Detonator is a system to multiply your Ethereum and EMP by 365% while providing 5 ways to earn: a daily largest depositor prize, a daily lottery prize, a daily burst based on your deposited amount, instant rewards from all new deposits, and a Win It Now button. Every day, right after the detonation countdown ends, the largest depositor prize is awarded. Huge sums are at stake as investors bid against each other to see who will come out on top. At the time of detonation, the winner receives a massive 100% bonus on their deposited amount. At the same time, the lottery winners are drawn. The number of winners and the prize amount is determined by the largest deposit. To participate in the lottery, you can deposit new funds or compound your earnings to receive up to 100 lottery tickets per day. The more tickets, the higher your daily chance of winning. Attached to these incredible ways to earn is your daily burst. Your daily burst is based on the amount you have deposited and is paid out continuously toward your maximum ROI. The instant rewards feature rewards you every time someone else makes a deposit, which can often yield some surprising bonus profits. Now, if you don't like the idea of competing with others for the largest depositor prize, the Detonator also features a Win It Now button. This button allows one user per day to win a guaranteed 100% bonus by depositing the equivalent of 2% of the total pool balance. Investing has never been this much fun. After the detonation, the Detonator resets and a new cycle begins. That means all unclaimed rewards will roll back into the pool. So make sure to claim or compound your earnings at least a few minutes before the rollover. You may miss a day of rewards, but you won't lose any money. Your time to reach your maximum payout will just be slightly delayed. Furthermore, by compounding your earnings, you can increase your maximum payout limit exponentially while also being rewarded with another 20% bonus. All these systems combined make the Detonator truly revolutionary and one of the best passive income tools available today.
Alright, there you have it. Sorry, we're cutting it a little short because we're almost ready for the rollover. 40 seconds remaining. Again, make sure you compound last minute to get all your rewards and get credit for those tickets. Again, only less than 6,000 tickets. Great odds in winning, and that is the #1 way to increase your daily burst. So here we go. 48 LP is the current largest deposit. Let's see if that holds up. If it does, it's a great payday for that person, getting 300 LP, which is our minimum. Here we go, everybody. Good luck. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Oh, there came in 150. 3, 2, 1, 0. I think 150 LP will take it home. Let me go ahead and refresh. All right, yep, I think 150 did take it home. Daily burst is going up. I love it. So let me go ahead and scroll down one moment. Again, everything is on chain. All the data is all there for full transparency. But if you don't know how to read on chain data, just go to the view largest deposits. It'll bring up this window. Go to yesterday, because technically the rollover just happened yesterday, and boom! So my UI looks like it was a bit delayed, which is bullish. Amazing volume. No wonder the daily burst went up substantially today. We had a 10 LP, an 11 LP, a 159 LP, a 150 LP, and then a massive 328 LP over the top that took down the largest deposit prize, again, which is a double on that investment, again, through our reward mechanisms. Whatever the largest depositor of the day is, either gets the minimum, which is 300 LP, or a matching bonus of whatever they deposit. So 328 LP of a matching bonus to that person. So congrats to them. A ton of daily volume today, and again, we see daily burst going up in not only Reactor but now in Detonator as well. 3.6, almost $3.7 million of liquidity in this pool balance. Again, being one of the most, or the most sustainable ROI contracts ever produced in DeFi. We've been going 8 months strong, and again, all signs point to many years after. So, all right, awesome, amazing day in Detonator. Let me go ahead and pull up my notes. We will do a giveaway here as well and take a few last minute questions. Give me one moment. All right, so I saw one more question about nodes. So nodes are really powerful, again, especially if you utilize them correctly in our ecosystem. So unlike other protocols, again, nodes have been very unsustainable. A lot of, literally almost every node project I've ever heard of has crashed and burned. But we have a very different take on nodes, and the APR on nodes is a variable based on the boardroom printing. So most node protocols just inflate their token without any rules or regulations, and that is when you see the project go to zero. Well, our nodes are solely reliant on the boardroom printing to release more EMP into the ecosystem. So our nodes are non-inflationary. They are only based on whatever emissions from the boardroom prints are able to happen. So even if you're heavy in nodes and you're a bad actor and you sell your EMP, the way to get more EMP from nodes is to actually make it to where we hit peg and we actually print in the boardroom. So again, another way that the protocol protects itself by again being variable in the most sustainable way possible. So I think right now the Giga node, which is our largest node, is paying about 0.3% daily, which is similar to the farm. And again, that APR can go down the lower we're under peg or the less volume on nodes coming in. That APR goes down. But once we start printing again or more people buy nodes, that APR goes up. So it is variable, but nodes are a great option, especially if you use them as miniature boardrooms. So again, if you're able to use nodes to produce new EMP and then utilize the infinite money loop that we talked about earlier, that is how you produce EMP to then pair up with Ethereum and then create more EMP ETH LP for either the farm or detonator at literally half price because you're earning your EMP and not buying it. So again, just we'll go over all that in the video with Chris tomorrow. So all right, LA or Bull, any other questions or things you want to go over before we give away some more LP and then call it a night?
Just a quick one, and I think everybody's been doing an amazing job, but because the ecosystem is seeing new people, and we're trending on DEX tools and other sites, be aware that's going to increase the amount of scammers here. So I see some messages in the channel right now about that. So make sure you're not receiving any DMs, taking calls from people, clicking on any links that people send you. The scammers will tend to target the people that are asking questions, who are usually the most vulnerable in that case. So make sure that you Google how to lock down like your privacy settings to the best of like your ability. Usually the instructions that I've Googled on a bunch of different websites are really clear on that. So you don't want to be accepting DMs from people that you don't know. So ideally you can block everybody right away. And make sure that you're not getting any type of messages from people. And then once you develop friendships here, and then add, those people over time, you add those people to your contact list, you're going to see, the people that are on your list will be able to send you DMs, but those are the people that you've been, you've built a relationship with, and you can, have conversations with them. But even then, make sure that you're not, you might see people joking about it occasionally. And I know this is really like probably very simple stuff, but I want to make sure that, in case there's any confusion about it, because it does tend to get joked about a little bit, about sending, each other our seed phrases and such. Please don't do that, because it's the fastest way to lose everything you have. Clicking on links that you don't know what they are, can lead to that. And, in the event that you are hacked or that you've clicked on a link and, you've approved a contract, don't feel embarrassed to ask for help in the main chat, because the quickest, if we are able to respond quickly, there are a lot of people here that can, really jump in and save you that potential, sleepless nights, or that, extreme fear or worry that you're going to be under. And it might be as simple as something as just revoking the contract, which in a lot of cases it is. And that is really just a matter of going to, BSC scan, and then, clicking, connecting with BSC scan, and then revoking those particular contracts. And it's really important to know that there's no shame in being scammed, but in trying to hide it because you feel embarrassed, you're going to feel even worse. And nobody here is going to pass any judgment on you, or celebrate in you getting scammed. We want to do our best so that you don't get scammed. But in the event that somebody is able to take something out of your account, it's really important that we can try to help you act quickly in case it's something that is easy as something as just revoking a particular contract where you approved it to take your BUSD or your BNB. So just be careful out there, people.
Yep, great advice, Bull. I mean, we always take our security seriously, as well as educating all of you how to be, you know, more responsible, and not get taken advantage of. So, and if there is ever a question of somebody really asking you, again, if it's a DM, 99.9% of the time it's a scam, and you can always verify in the public main chat, both on Telegram or Discord, that it is an admin, or somebody helping. Even me, you know, Bull and I, we get impersonators all the time, and we will never ask you to connect to, you know, a third-party website or give your seed phrase. I mean, those are all major red flags that nobody will ever ask you to do unless they are a scammer. So, all right, awesome. We are going to go ahead and give away some more LP. Let me get that pulled up. In the meantime, there's one more point I wanted to make. Oh, yes. So, LA, maybe you can, we've talked about trying to reschedule these AMAs based on the daylight savings time here in America. But I don't know. I mean, I'm open to letting it be a discussion with the community. Maybe we start a poll, LA, or if people want to comment in the video or in Telegram, if you would rather us move the AMAs earlier, or just again follow the new time frame with daylight savings, both in America and in Europe. So yeah, go ahead, LA. Anything you want to add to that? Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know if those of you who were here from, like, I don't know how, was it 6 months ago, when we had the last time change, but the calls were originally an hour later than now, but when the time changed last time, we moved them by an hour, and now it's just so they can align with the detonator and reactor rollovers. So we're wondering if we should move it with the time change again so that the calls still align with the reactor and detonator rollovers.
Perfect. Yep. And yeah,
it would mean making them start an hour later.
Yeah, so give us your feedback in the comments, as well as in Telegram and Discord. Again, beware though, we are not able to adjust the rollover on detonator, reactor, generator, or cultivator. All of those are based on the blockchain time, or a UTC time frame. So again, depending on where you are in the world, it may be an hour earlier, an hour later, you know, depending on the time and what time of the year it is. So make sure you're prepared for that when you see the timing on the detonator change according to your local time zone. Again, and I think a lot of you in Europe, I think that the switch happened this week, so you should already be prepared for that. But I think here in America, it's next week. So we just want to make sure everybody's on the same page. So, all right, cool. Then
I think
this
Sunday. I think it's this Sunday.
Okay. All right, that makes sense. So we'll make a decision before then. So, all right, let me go ahead and pull up our Wheel of Fortune. Give me one moment. Alright, music and all. Our carnival music is playing in the background. This is our Wheel of Fortune, our eShare BNB LP giveaway, sponsored by one of our long-term community members, Gene. He had some major success in EMP and wants to reward all of you that take the initiative to take the Academy. So if you take the Academy and fill out your wallet address, you will automatically be eligible for this giveaway. It all populates on its own, and you have to complete the entire Academy to get credit. So, alright, without further ado, we're gonna spin the wheel. Good luck, everybody. Again, I believe it's 0.1 LP is the prize. Is that right, LA? I'm a little rusty, but yeah. All right.
Charlie, is that right?
0.1 LP.
There you go, 0.1. Thank you, Bull. All right, so and now that's a lot more money since eShare and BNB have been up on the rise. So here we go. We're gonna spin the wheel. Good luck, everybody. All right, left ears. 0E629C. Congrats. They are the winner of the LP giveaway. So we'll be doing this every day for the next few weeks and months until there is no more LP from Gene, again, our sponsor of the giveaway. Much love to him, one of our very successful community members that wanted to share the wealth. So, alright, there you have it. Again, no need to do anything. That is the winner, and we will airdrop, or I'm sorry, not airdrop, but send you the winnings directly to your wallet. Again, don't get scammed. We never airdrop, we never run contests that we don't talk about publicly. So, alright, let me close it. Alright, so, there you go. Again, that fun carnival music, you can't not have a smile when we're giving away money and celebrating together. So, alright, I think that will wrap it up then. Bull or LA or anybody else have any last minute questions or comments?
We are about to make a post shortly in the main chat and as well as Detonator with that link to the XRO vault, and it'll have all the details and everything in it for you guys who are wondering about that. So watch out for that soon. It'll be pinned in our groups.
All right, perfect. Thank you, LA. So, all right, everybody. On behalf of myself, the entire team, LA Bull, and everybody else, thank you for being here. Another awesome AMA. Again, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe to our YouTube, and make sure you share our message out to everybody else, and continue to help us grow our ecosystem. You know, even if you don't have financial, any more financial contribution to make, you can always contribute in the form of human capital, something that Bull talks about all the time, to help us grow and be the best protocol out there. So, alright, and we have our special Infinite Money Loop video coming tomorrow as well, with myself and Chris Farrell. So keep an eye out for that one as we do an AMA tomorrow night. And then again, Friday, I usually have the day off, but we'll continue through the weekend with all of our other AMAs. So, alright, everybody, good night, good day. We'll see you tomorrow.